Hello, welcome back to my winter cabin. I've just finished recording episode 4 of my podcast, Your HR Career, with the very wonderful Anna Roberts / Patra, as I knew her, and some of you may know her as that. And Anna's had a really interesting and varied 40-ish year career in HR, so I knew she would have some tremendous pearls of wisdom to share with us all. So the big 2 takeaways for me from our conversation were, firstly, around the practicalities of dealing with issues in the workplace, particularly when somebody comes in with a lot of emotion around something, or a manager is forcing a decision. And her big takeaway, she was brave enough to share sort of something that had occurred early in her career. Her big takeaway was this idea of making sure you are confident enough to say, I want to take some time to think about this. It's important that we make the right decision. So why don't you give me an hour? And I want to have a think through and make sure we come up with the right option. Now, behind the scenes, you might then be ringing your manager or reading up or thinking about it. But it's important that you that you are the bucket of water, I think Anna described it as, on the heat of the flames that the manager might bring in. And I think that is really, really good advice, to just be the soother, the cooler, to say, do you know what? This is not an easy one. And I want to make sure we get the right decision. So that was number 1 takeaway. And then the number 2, which was talking about sort of career development more broadly, was this idea of making sure you're always open to opportunities. You never know where that opportunity or project or secondment might take you. She talked really interestingly about her move from being a generalist into a reward specialist, and how she didn't see that coming, but the opportunity sort of organically grew. So those are my 2 takeaways from the podcast. I'm sure you'll find lots of very useful things in there when it comes out. Do please subscribe to my newsletter on my website so that you can get early access and some additional behind the scenes content. And thanks very much for listening. Bye.